everyone, welcome to our math lessons. Welcome back. Hope you had a great 4th of July weekend. I got a chance to celebrate with your family and hope that you were safe. All right, so let's get back to it. Before we went on our little break, we were counting money, learning how to count money. So we will do a little bit of it today, and then we will do some other different things this week. So today what we're going to do is we are going to kind of remember what the value of pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, and then we will kind of go over what accounting a little bit of money today. All right, so let's start with which coin is which. So here, the penny, we're starting off with the penny, and we know that the penny is 1 cent, right? So when you count it, you count by ones. The next coin is going to be do you remember? The nickel. The nickel is worth 5 cents. That's right. So when you count nickels, you count by fives, okay? So it goes like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so on. Okay, so the next one is and remember that just because this is a small coin doesn't mean that it's not worth much. We have the dime that is next, and the dime is worth, that's right, 10 cents. And last but not least, we have the quarter. So the quarter is worth the most out of these coins. It is worth 25 cents. Now, we are not going to count the half dollar or the dollar coins yet, because that's something that you will do in a later grade, perhaps 2nd or 3rd grade. So we're not going to worry about those. And if you don't remember what I'm talking about, go ahead and check out our video from our 3rd week of school. Alrighty, everybody. So let's go ahead and remember. So write the name of the value and of each coin below. So the name, I'm not going to. I'm going to try as best as I can. Penny. Then comes the nickel. Nickel. Then comes the dime. Remember, it's the smallest coin, but it's worth 10 cents. And finally, this is probably one of the easier ones to remember, is the quarter. Quarter. All right, so you're going to have to help me out with this one. With this next piece. How much is the penny worth? 1 cent. How much is the nickel worth? 5 cents. How much is the dime worth? 10 cents. How much is the quarter worth? 25 cents. Very good. All right, so let's go ahead and get to counting some coins. All right, everybody, so let's go ahead and get started with the easy coins here. Oops, wrong one. I meant to draw. There we go. So let's go ahead and use a different color for this one. Let's use green. All right, so for this time, we're going to go ahead and count the just nickels and pennies. Now we're not going to count big amounts just yet, because normally we would probably spend a couple of weeks on this, just practicing counting, and it's good to know what you are going to practice this next school year. So here we have a nickel. So we just have one nickel, right? So that is worth 5 cents. Let me make this a little bit thinner. There we go. Or we can go fancy as well. Yeah, we can do fancy. This is probably my favorite one. Okay, anyway, so here now we have 1 nickel, a penny, and a penny, right? So instead of counting starting off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I know that the nickel is already worth 5 cents. So remember last time I told you to start counting from the biggest coin that you see and go from there? Well, this is kind of the same thing. So here we have a 1 nickel, which is 5, 6, and 7. So here I have 7 cents total. Alright, so actually I'm going to do this black so I can see it a little better. Alright, so here we have, it looks like we just have nickels, so we don't have any cents. So I can start counting by 5s. 5, 10. No, I'm putting 5 on each just to remind myself that I need to count by 5s. So here we have 10 cents. Okay, so I'm going to let you try this out on your own. Try this one out on your own. How much is this? Alright, you should have gotten 5, 10, and 11. Okay. Alright, so now go ahead and try this one on your own as well. We'll try it out first, and then we'll go ahead and go over it. Okay. So here we have 5, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now this one we have, it's a little bit different because we have 3 nickels instead. So here we have 5, 10, 15. You have to be super careful because I think it's easier starting to count from a 10 rather than a 5, but we can do it. So here we have 5, 10, 15, 16, and 17. Okay. All right. So this one looks a little bit harder, but it's really not. So how much are these 2 nickels worth? 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So here we have a value of 14 cents. Okay. Last but not least, I'll let you go ahead and try this out on your own and see if you can figure it out. Alrighty, so we have, well, I'll give you a couple more seconds. Alrighty, so here we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Oh, so it looks like we went into the 10s, right? Over 10, but we don't have 2 nickels. Now that'll happen because remember that pennies have, you can still add up any number of coins and it'll add up to more than 10. Although it's going to be a lot of pennies. I would rather have, here we have 11. I would rather have 2 nickels and a penny, but sometimes it can be 5 nickels and, or 1 nickel and 6 pennies. Alright, so let's go ahead and count some dimes and pennies. Alright, everybody, so I think dimes and quarters are probably my favorite to count off because I like counting by tens. It's a little bit easier. Doesn't take as long to get to 100. So let's go ahead and start counting. Alright, so this one, we have 1 dime here, right? So I have 1 dime, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And as you can see, I also use the strategy of counting the biggest coin first and then counting the other coins next, okay? So here it looks like my biggest coins are going to be the dimes, right? So you just kind of have to pick them out from the bunch of coins that you have here. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and count this one. So here we have 10, 20, 1, 2, and 3. So here we have 23. Okay. Now go ahead and try this one out on your own. Make sure that you're counting the dimes first and then the pennies first. And that's just a strategy, or that's just a skill to kind of help you count a little bit easier. Because honestly, it's easier to count the like coins first and then add them all up. So here we have 30, right? 10, 20, 30. 31, 32, and 33. Okay. All right. So go ahead and count and try this one out. Remember to count the dimes first, because the dimes are our biggest, are coins that are worth the most. When I say biggest, it means that they're worth the most. Alrighty, so here we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, and 2. 51 and 52. Okay, here's 52. Alright, I'll let you go ahead and try this one out on your own as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the dimes first because they are worth the most. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, and 44. Alright, great job. Okay, and then now we're going to go ahead and do another worksheet just for fun. Alright, so now we're going to do a compare a little bit of coins here. So, we have a little soft toy cat, a basketball, a toy car, and a tractor. How much is the soft toy cat worth? 3 cents. How much is the basketball worth? 8 cents. How much is the toy car worth? 5 cents. How much is the tractor worth? 10 cents. Very good. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to the questions. Which toy is the cheapest? Do you know what cheapest means? Cheapest means that it costs less. It's the one that does not cost a lot of money. So cheapest here is it going to be the 3 cents, 8 cents, 5 cents, or 10 cents? It's going to be the cat, right? And the cat because it is worth 3 cents. I wish a little toy like that was worth 3 cents, but. Which toy is the most expensive? So what does most expensive mean? Right, it means it's the opposite of cheapest. It means it's worth the most money. So here the tractor is worth the most, and it is worth 10 cents. And I'm going to go ahead and draw an arrow here because my writing is not the best here. How much do the cat and basketball cost? So that's going to be some easy peasy math. So we know that the cat is worth 3 cents, and the basketball is worth 8 cents. And we will be practicing this skill too a little bit later this week. We know that 3 plus 8 is 11, so it is worth 11 cents. Okay. How much does the tractor and car cost? So the tractor is worth 10 cents, and the toy car is worth 5 cents. Okay, so that's super easy. So you can just count 10 and add 5, which is 15 cents. Which 2 toys could I buy for exactly 13 cents? Okay. Ooh, so there's actually a couple of options here. So first of all, you need to break down what is worth 13 cents, right? So you have to ask yourself, is the tractor's worth 10 cents, so that means I have 3 cents left over, and look at that. The cat is worth 3 cents, so that adds up exactly to 13 cents. Okay, so the cat and tractor. So now that leaves me with the basketball and toy car. So the basketball is worth 8 cents, and the toy car is worth 13 cents. So, 5 cents, sorry. I'm thinking ahead. So if you remember, 8 plus 5 is 13 cents, right? So you can buy the. Alrighty, so basketball I'm just going to put BB for basketball. And the car are worth 13 cents as well. Okay. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get to the last part. So Frazier has the coins below. Tick the toys that he could buy. So first of all, let's determine, or let's see what amount this is. Alright, so remember to start counting with the biggest coin. Alright, so the biggest coin is 5, 6, 7, and 8. So, this is not, it says which toys could he buy, right? So, he doesn't have to use the exact, this means that he doesn't have to use the exact same amount. He doesn't even have to use the 8 cents. What can he buy that, and this amount is enough. Okay, so let me go ahead and write 8 cents here so that we don't forget how much that amount is. Alright, so, could he buy a cat? A toy cat, of course. Toy cat is 3 cents. Yes, he could buy it. Could he buy a basketball? Yes, he could buy it because it is exactly 8 cents. Could he buy a car? Yes, he could buy a car because it is 5 cents. Could he buy a tractor? No, because 8 cents is less than 10 cents, so he could not buy a tractor. Okay. Sally buys the cat. She pays with a nickel. So we got to remember, how much is the nickel worth? Yep, it's 5 cents. How much money will she have left? So 5 cents, this means how much change will she have left, right? So that means she's giving a nickel to buy the toy cat, which is 3 cents. So how much should she get back? So the amount that you have should be 2 cents. Alright, everybody, that is it for today. Hopefully this helped with counting and things like that, and I will see you in the next video.